Hello and welcome to the Superhero Hub. I'm Sam,
On that
and today we're going to be reviewing.
Star Wars Episode 8 teaser trailer. I think it's the teaser trailer, right?
Yeah, even though
Yeah.
it's like 2 minute long, even though it's half the film.
Not quite.
Yeah, I know that was a slight exaggeration. I'm going to come out and say it. Baggage. And I'll tell you why, because it's what I like to call, if I could describe it in one word, pandering.
You know what I would say is I've mixed feelings about it because I don't think much happened in the trailer. But A, it's a teaser apparently, and B, I've complained before. I don't want to be a hypocrite about revealing too much in a trailer, so I definitely don't want him to do that. What I will say is what frustrated me about it was I don't get why they hid Luke yet showed him talk. I think if you're going to do it, you do it the other way around, right? Because we know what he looks like. We saw him at the end of the last movie.
Hmm.
What we didn't get was to hear him speak. So why not save that for when we're sitting in the theater watching the movie and just show him? Because it's not like why are you hiding Shadow at the end of the trailer? We've already seen him.
Exactly. It's like, to be honest, I was struggling with. He speaks at the start as well, and like his voice sounds so kind of like different to like anything. At first I was thinking it was someone else. Even at the end I was like thinking, whoa, his voice is kind of whatever. um
He's probably pretty depressed and down, isn't it? I guess.
yeah. As I said earlier, I do feel as if the trailer was pandering.
In what sense?
Well, at the end, primarily at the end, it's like I feel like the Jedi should end, and that's everyone's like, oh my god, what does he mean? What does he mean? What does he mean? Like, so, like fueling speculation, and it's pandering. It's like, that there's a lot of double talk. That to me is double talk in the sense that, you know what I mean? I think it's time the Jedi should end, but they're not going to in the next scene. You know what I mean? In the next scene, but they can't. You know what I mean? But they have to rise against the dark side. It's like that. People are taking that at face value, and it's like pandering. All the fans are like, "Oh my god, the Jedi's over! Oh my god, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?" It's so sad, and it's
Yeah,
just like, oh,
it does stand to reason that the Jedi won't end when most of the trailer is focused on Luke training a new Jedi, and the theory that a lot of people are coming out with that Rey's going to turn to the dark side. Really, does anyone actually? I mean, obviously people do, but there's no
yes,
way that's going to happen.
that's what I mean. It's like, it's baggage in that sense, because like it's dramatic for the sake of being dramatic, even though you know it's double talk. Like, you got the kind of, see, I'm confused what the kind of layout of that place is, because at one point you see, like, like a little house on fire, and then you see a cloaked figure drop, and R2D2's next to him. Is that Luke Skywalker's house? Because it's like they pan over that island, and I haven't seen no houses, and you see him in like a little cave.
I
So you
think that
got to
might be
figure that's elsewhere.
yeah. I was going to say that might be a different time as well because it does look similar to the shot we saw of Luke in the trailer for The Force Awakens where he puts his hand on R2
That's a little,
and
what you
looks
call
kind
it,
of like a little what.
her flashback when she picks up the lightsaber. She sees like a dream sequence, like
Right,
flashes,
that
and
might be
that's
that
with the
scene.
hand. Yeah.
That might be what they might play out in the film, what Ray saw in her vision. So I would guess it's from there rather than being on the island itself. That I get. If I had to guess, that's probably when Ben became Kylo Ren and wiped out the rest of the Jedi that Luke was training. So I assume that's what that will be. I mean, there's not much to analyze, is there? It's a teaser trailer. It's in the same way of they released a teaser for The Force Awakens about a year before it came out, and there wasn't much to see there either.
No. You see the books, and then you see her mulling over a star chart, and it's like whether that's going to be like the lightsaber. She touches something like that, and she gets like more flashes or whatever. You see Captain Phasma marching through fire, whether that's the kind of to do with the house scene or whatever. You've got them racing across the water with the red flares coming out the back of them. What that's about, I don't know. You know, they've got the red trail, and then like
Mhm.
the one of the fighters comes in too hot and smacks off the water and whatever. What that's about. You see Finn in what looks to be some sort of healing chamber, so you got to figure he's still out of it. You got Poe Dameron in his little outfit and it running towards his thing, and then everything's blowing up. So it's gonna be kind of pretty much split in the sense of what Return of the Jedi was. Like a mix between Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back, in the sense she's going to be training with Luke Skywalker, but elsewhere it's going to focus a lot on the rebels or whatever.
Right, it'd be like yeah, right, yeah, it'd be like Empire, where Luke was training with Yoda, and then obviously Han and Leia are off for doing their thing. So I guess that's what it's going to be with Finn and Poe, and presumably Leia as well.
Yeah,
And they'll, I guess, reconvene at the end of the film.
yeah. It's interesting where the Empire or the First Order, whatever you want to call it, is coming from, in the sense that the Starkiller base got mullered last film. So it's like, where are they coming from now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, from what I heard is that the base was a powerful weapon, but it's not all the First Order is built on. And if you remember, they did wipe out like a big part of, I don't know what we call it, the Resistance or whatever we call them now. They did wipe out a lot of them in the film, so I presumably they're from a position of strength. Hopefully, we get some more clarification on what and who. I can't even remember what his name is now. Snoke,
Yeah, yeah,
who
yeah.
that is.
No flashes of him. He's probably in some cesspit cowering somewhere. You know what he'll turn out to be? Do you know they've got him such like hologrammed, like that is massive. I bet he'll
Yeah.
turn out as like Yoda size or something like
Oh
that.
god.
So, some little squib in some hole somewhere. You had, what else did you had? You had the Kylo Ren mask on the floor, kind of crushed and some. What that's about. You see Kylo Ren without his helmet. It's like, why would he bother going back with the helmet? Like, forget that. That's like not cool. It weren't cool in the first place. It weren't cool in the Force Awakens. So just knock that off. Helmet
I don't
makes
know.
his
It's
head
like a
look dumb.
Darth Vader kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
I think
loud.
he's growing. I think that's the point now. I think he's growing out of that now, and then
Yeah,
he moves on himself.
yeah. You see a
I
little.
think. I would presume. I mean, I'm just putting my own crap on it here. I presume part of it was like not showing the world Ben while he still felt like he was Ben, and that whole killing Han thing now killed Ben as well, so he can just go on being Kylo Ren with his face out.
Yeah, he had the kind of scar and stuff like that, battle damage from like the last episode. Is drawing blade as well as taking stance, so obviously he's
Yeah,
going to be pretty annoyed at her. I mean, as for the start as well, that's pandering as well. It's like you see a little rock and then she's like that, like she's just jumped out of a lake or whatever, and it's like, girl, you ain't even wet. So what that was about?
I think they are going to have to do some work on Kylo Ren though, because he's
Yeah.
already got his ass kicked.
Oh, definitely.
You've
That's
got to
what I
build
mean.
him up.
She's like, I guess she's very what I would call natural talent. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's like, you know, that annoying thing where you practice something for ages to be good at it, and then someone just comes along who's never done it before and mullers it. It's like, oh, okay then, mate. You know what I mean? You see a kind of long shot of her like whacking a lightsaber around, and Luke's like up the stairs
That's a
watching.
cool shot.
Yeah, I like that. I like the lightsaber stuff though. When they do like cool tricks, yeah, I like the lightsaber battles, but I like when they flick it around a bit and do stuff like that. See, Kylo Ren was good at that in the last fight, but yeah, he must be real annoyed. Apart from that, yeah, literally gave us nothing. There was a lot of blowing
Yeah.
up stuff. There's a couple space battle, like flashes of like a space battle. But apart from that, I mean, in terms of the plot, I mean, you
Nothing really. Nothing we couldn't have guessed from the
yeah.
end of the last movie. Oh, with like I said before, I don't like to be spoiled too much in trailers, but I do like one big moment.
Mhm.
There was no Chewie we're home thing with Han in the last Force Awakens trailer, whatever trailer that was. There was no that moment. I will never watch this trailer again.
No,
I
you
never
don't need
need
to.
to.
No. Not really. It's just going to be, in my head, the film's going to be four counterparts. You got Kylo Ren and Rey, and then you got the rebels or resistance and the First Order, and it's going to be split like that. You know what I mean? Leia and Captain Phasma, and Rey and Kylo Ren. That's literally what it's going to be. Whether it kind of looks into her backstory, I think it's got to flash a bit of that. You've got to there's got to be a lot of give there in terms of the story. Like, give us something about Rey that we don't know, and give us something about Kylo Ren that we don't know.
I don't think it will be Leia and Captain Phasma though, because remember Phasma was a nothing role in the last movie.
Exactly.
Nothing at all. It will be that other guy, the only one who gave that massive like Nazi speech.
Oh, Donald Gleason.
Yeah, it'll be him, I think.
Yeah. So, yeah, really gave us nothing. But I mean, the effects are good. You know, she's got a hand on the ground. The rocks are like forcing that. I like that.
I have no doubt the movie will be good, but the trailer isn't there. I will say one thing they have released that I thought was awesome. Have you seen the poster?
No.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Oh, is that where it's got the like Luke on that side, her on the other side, and it's very red?
Yeah, well,
The lightsaber.
It's Luke and Kylo Ren, and Rey's got the saber shooting up.
Oh, okay then. Yeah.
That's cool. I like that. You know, where I'd rather have posters like that than the Marvel style we got a lot now with just heads pops all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's cool. But other than that, I guess we've got to wait a couple of months for the first real trailer.
Final question: do you think Luke Skywalker's going to draw a blade in this film? Do you think
Yes.
he's going to fight anyone?
Yes.
That's going to be amazing, right?
Yeah, and there's no way he doesn't. After waiting all that time for episode 7 and he says nothing, there's no way he doesn't pick up the set. I do think it's going to be a third act thing. I don't think he's going to grab it straight away. I think the scene with where we were talking about with Luke looking at Rey as she's fighting with the saber, I think that's telling. I don't think he's going to want to touch it, but eventually he'll pick it up.
So yeah, that is our review, and a little bit of speculation, some hot discussion thrown in there, because that's just what we do. Do you want to give it a number?
No, not really. Trailer.
No,
I
you
don't
don't
want to
have
rate
to.
trailers. I
Uh,
mean, look, if you're forcing me, I don't know, like a 5. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think it
what
was
I mean.
terrible. I don't think it was great. I was just whatever.
It's okay
Yeah.
to give a little bite, but just don't take the leg off. You know what I mean? In that sense, when it comes to trailers, they could have given us a little something, but not too much. So yeah, that is our. We'll see you in the next episode. I'm Sam.
I'm
May the force be with you.